Not to be dramatic, but I've literally tried to record this video like 3 times. The first time, somebody pissed Thor off, and there was a bunch of fucking rain and thunderstorms all over the place, and it knocked all my power out, and my computer died, and I couldn't record. The second time, which was earlier today, it turns out that when the power was knocked out, my interface got kind of like, I don't know, like desynced from the software on my computer. So unknowingly, my microphone sounded like I was like 2 or 3 octaves deeper for some fucking reason, and I recorded that. And so that whole video was like for nothing. I have this exact video, except it sounds way deeper, and I don't really want to go through the trouble of fixing it in software because it's not gonna sound the same. So here I am re-recording it. So anyways, hi, I'm Carlos. If you're new to the channel, you might be a little bit confused. If you're old to the channel, if you've been here, if you've seen my stuff before, hi, welcome back. I'm back. I'm sorry I left for so long. All this video is just explaining where I was, why I left for so long, and then we can get back into making some cool gaming content and some other videos that I've got planned out, right? So basically, to make a long story short, about a year ago at the end of July of 2022, towards the beginning of August, I was making some content. I released a vlog on this channel for my birthday. I released my song Stars on my birthday of last year, and that's on Spotify. If you don't know who I am, or you don't know I make music, Carlos the Don on Spotify and YouTube and everything else. I'll leave a link down in the description so that you guys can find my channel and stuff. But anyways, besides the point, last year I basically had gotten to this point where I was just kind of like, I don't know if overwhelmed is the right word, maybe just like stressed out. I don't know. Everything seemed to be stressing me out. I didn't enjoy making content I was making anymore, even though I was streaming and making YouTube videos and making music. And it was because everything felt so subpar. I felt like I didn't know enough about what I was doing, and I wasn't really getting anywhere because I was putting this pressure on myself to make these videos that I didn't even really want to. I don't want to say I didn't want to make them. I don't know. They didn't connect with me as much as if I had just done things genuinely. But I was so short on time between making music and streaming for like 4 or 5 hours, and then cutting up that stream and editing that down into videos on YouTube, that I just was not happy with the end result, and I also wasn't happy with how I was feeling at the time. So I decided to take a break because I didn't want to just keep putting out subpar content, and I just kind of vanished for a little bit. Now, in total, I took about a year off, right? So from last July to this July. It's now August, but I'll explain why I say July. About 6 months of the time that I was gone, I was legitimately just not doing anything content-wise. I was just like starting to meditate again, get kind of in touch with the spiritual side of myself again, and essentially just listen to music, different styles of music, and just get to a point where I felt like I was getting more inspiration from different genres and just exploring that, because I feel like I kind of got stuck to hip hop for a long time when I was younger, and now it was the time to explore those styles if I was going to be a legitimate musician. So if I can be real with you guys, I really didn't think I would come back to YouTube as a YouTuber at all. I thought I was just going to come back and do music, and that was going to be my main focus. And so for about 6 months, I just focused on the spiritual side of things and just myself, and a lot more meditating and such. And then finally around the 6 months mark, I was like, cool, I think I can start making something. Like, I think I can start making some sort of music again, and I just kind of got that feeling of wanting to be creative again. So I started writing music again, started experimenting with some things on the music side, you know, different sounds, different instrumentals and such, and I got to a really good place where I felt like I was making much better things. So finally, let's say about 9 months into this year break, which, by the way, I never intended it to be a year break. Originally it was supposed to be like a month, maybe 2, and 3 months came around, and 4 months, and I was like, you know what, I'm just happier like genuinely stepping away from this. I'm just gonna let this ride as long as I need to. But about like the 9-month mark or so, I was like, great, I want to release one of these songs, and I want to release something that kind of like incorporates me coming back and the feeling of coming back, right? So I wrote a song called I'm Back, and I set it for release on July 29th, 2024. So that was about a month ago or so, because we're almost in September. And that song basically was going to be my debut track back. It was special and symbolic because it was exactly a year from the last time that I released the song, and it was also my 24th birthday, right? So I wanted to do something special. I wanted to do something big. So I filmed my first music video and we scheduled it for release. We did a lot of marketing and we released it. And I'm really happy with the results of just how the music video came out, how I feel about the song, and even the buzz that it got on like TikTok and such. It's not at crazy streams or anything like that, but that wasn't really the point. The point was coming back and feeling ready in the creative side of my endeavors. So after working on that song, I kind of got curious about going back to YouTube because I legitimately felt like it was something I wanted to do again, and I knew that things had to change if I was going to come back. So to shorten it all up, basically I decided to come back and make some gaming content, make some vlogs, and make music. I'm going to cut the streaming out for the time being until I get to a point where it's much more manageable with my schedule, because doing a 9 to 5, doing streaming and doing music and doing YouTube and managing time with my fiance and my family, and it's all too much. So the schedule is basically going to be gaming video for 1 week, vlog for the next week, gaming video for 1 week, vlog for the next week, right? So back and forth. And the reason I put it like that is because realistically I don't really do enough exciting things for me to release a vlog every day, every week, or anything like that. And again, a time thing, I don't want to just edit together streams that I've done before. Like, I want to actually do some gaming content and play some games that I've never played, or make some interesting things. And I think it'll be a lot more manageable for myself. I think it'll be higher quality content for you guys. And yeah, I think it's going to be a schedule that I'm going to be happy with releasing here on YouTube. As for my music stuff, right now I'm kind of in the idea of every month or two I'll release a song. It doesn't have to be the month on the dot. It doesn't have to be, you know, every week or every 3 weeks or every 4 or 5 exactly. But if I can release a song every 2 months, I'm happy with it. So yeah, as a creative, I had to just step back and realize that to be creative, you need to be inspired and you need to be happy doing what you're supposed to be happy doing, right? You can't just be making content that makes you upset because it's not good enough and then stressing yourself out with all these like arbitrary how do I say that word? Arbitrary. You can't be stressing yourself out with all these arbitrary like timelines that don't mean anything, right? So I'm just telling you, as I'm coming back, making some good content. If you are an old viewer and you've come to watch me again or see this video pop up and you recommended, thank you for sticking around and thank you for checking me out again. I would appreciate it if you stuck around for the next video where we'll actually play some games, right? And if you're a new viewer and you don't know what the hell I've talked about, I'm surprised that you have stuck around so long for me to ramble here, but I appreciate you. Please hit that subscribe button and yeah, get ready for some good quality content finally. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
Going crazy, boy.
Fuck it, I'm back. I put my pen to the paper and filled up the pad. Got hoes in the back, they going crazy cause they hear the down on the track. Yeah, I had to take breaks and go on hiatus, but I didn't waver, so know where my aim is. Some of y'all give the game, y'all ain't make it.